Hey everybody, this is Bill Vernon, and who do we have here but Leah Hodges? How you doing, Leah?
Hello.
Hey, so we're going to talk about some real estate statistics about what happened last month and what's kind of currently going on. I mean, because after all, Leah, you're not doing any business, are you? None at all. You were in the car all day yesterday, and you made an offer on a house yesterday.
I was showing all afternoon yesterday.
You have a listing over in Nolanville. You might want to tell us about what's going on with that listing.
It's a cool house, 2-story house, a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Ready for new owners, ready to move in.
Yeah, so you're kind of busy this week, haven't you?
I have been busy.
Okay, so all this craziness people are talking about, the world coming in real estate. Is it happening with you?
People are still buying houses. People are still selling houses. So
Yeah, so
what's happening here?
Yeah. So let's start talking about what happened in Belton and Temple last month. In fact, where do you live?
I live in Belton.
Yeah, you do have a house over in Belton. And so what was the median price over in Belton?
It was $319,950.
Well, wait a second. I thought there was everything's crashing. It actually went up how much?
It went up 24.5%.
From last year, right?
Yeah, from last year, from August of 2021.
Right. Now what's going over in Temple?
In Temple, the median price is $275, and that is up 7.4% from August of 2021.
So even there, we got a large significant increase. And kind of to anchor that, back in the day, if we got 1 to 4%, if we were in that range, that was a normal range back in the day. But these houses, if you put something on the market, you're still getting some appreciation, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Now, what's kind of interesting to me is the sweet spot of the bat. I always call it that. And everybody that watches this channel pretty regularly, and when I say that, I'm talking about where most of the business is being done. So where's that in Belton?
Where most of the business is being done?
Yeah, the price distribution in those.
So it looks like between 299,000.
Yeah, that's where 44.5% of the business is being done. Now, one of the interesting statistics I found when I was looking at the price distribution is over there where's 22.2% of that? What's that price range at?
Yeah, that's between 500 and 750.
Yeah, so a big hunk of business is being done there. Now, if we go look at Temple, 40.5% of it's being done in what range?
5% is between 5 and 750.
Now, I think what's interesting when we look at the price distribution back in August is where the 100 and 200 section is, in the 300 to 400. Either one of those, we got roughly how much?
Yeah, so 40.5% and 200 to 300, and about 27.3% between 300 and 400.
So that's really where most of the business is being done
in Temple.
Yeah. Now this is mind-blowing, but not really. Again, what do they say? I think it was Mark Twain. Don't quote me on that because I'm such a literary giant. I just read so much of that stuff. I think he said, statistics lie and liars use statistics. Active listings in Temple and Belton, where were they last year?
Last year, it was
in August, I'm sorry.
August of 22, 47. And now they're up 327.3%.
Oh my gosh. We're just getting this flood. I mean,
a listing.
Yeah. Well, I guess in Temple, what was it?
In Temple, 234 in August of 2022, and that's at 333.3%.
All right. So again, you look at this and you go, oh my gosh, what I'm going to say to people, and you've been doing this business now 6 years, you've been in it for quite a while. And by the way, to kind of anchor that little tidbit, most agents, about 80% of agents don't make it past their first year. You've made it in the business 6.
Okay.
Yeah, can you imagine, could you, when you got your license, did you think 6 years you'd be where you're at?
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
had
I
no-
did. That's why you're on my team. I knew you. And
right.
yeah, yeah. I know you're great at your job, so I knew that. Well, back to the active listings. In Temple, that's 234 for the month. And guess what the magic number is for how many active listings as of us talking right now is? 234. Yeah.
234, yeah.
Yeah, that's how many are active right now, right? It's 234. Now in Belton, it's kind of interesting. We said they're 47, it's at 126. Now, here's my point I want to make to everybody. We had really low inventories the last 2 years, didn't we?
Right. We
Yeah.
sure did.
And it was interesting, something I talked to you yesterday evening because we were kind of wrapping up the day. You showed this lady at how many houses yesterday?
I think it was about 6.
Yeah,
6
were you able to do that the last 2 years? If you
No,
had, if you had a client
it
here,
was
or
1 or 2 houses, and
that was it,
that
right?
was it.
But you did make an offer out of that when you went out and looked, right?
Mhm,
Your
mhm.
buyer did not go, I don't like any of these houses. I'm not going to buy any. No, they actually made an offer. So my point there being, Leah, in audience, is what? Real estate is just kind of getting back to what?
It's getting
Normal.
back to normal.
Yeah. We're getting back to,
Good thing.
you're right, which is a good thing, right? Because buyers have houses to go look at and sellers have buyers to sell their houses to, right?
Right.
So, and let's look at that because that dovetails into this. Closed sales for Temple was where though?
It was 129 in August of 22. It is down 25.4%.
So, and what I want to kind of put out in front of people, I'm seeing, and a good example is Belton, is they, in the last 6 months, they had 8 expireds and 46 properties withdrawn. In other words, 50 plus houses the last 6 months did not sell for one reason or another.
Mhm.
So there is, some, I want to say, interesting news. I don't think that's really bad news. I just think now sellers have to be competitive, right?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, but closed sales in Belton were up to what?
Yeah, 27 in August, and that's up 3.9%.
And so, how are days on market doing in the two?
In Belton, days on market is 18 days, and with 28 days to close, so total 46 days.
Yeah, and in Belton, it was what again? I'm sorry.
So on days on market, it's 18, and then it takes 8 days to close, so a total of 46 days.
Right. So what I want to kind of say to everybody is what I think has happened that is a good positive is I think the lending part has really gotten efficient because they
Mhm.
couldn't goof off the last 2 years. And so closing times are pretty reasonable. So if you put a house on the market and you sell it, you're going to have to be out in about 47 days.
Right, right.
Which is good. That's good.
Yeah,
What do you think about that?
I
What I
think
just-
that's good. I think that gives plenty of people time to get out. And I mean, 18 days on market, that's not bad.
No, it really isn't. And again, we're talking to somebody that was selling houses 6 years ago. You would have been pretty pumped with
I
18
would
days.
have been, yeah, I would have been excited.
Yeah.
A
And
little
so,
over 2 weeks to get under contract.
yeah, cool. Now, months on inventory, what's happening in the two markets?
In Belton, let's see, it's 2.0. So 2 months of inventory, compared to 0.5 in August of 21.
So, gosh, what's
So
it telling
we
us?
got more inventory. That's good for the buyers.
Yeah, Yeah, so buyers really need to take heart. They're gonna actually have houses to look at.
Yeah, they're not gonna be under so much pressure.
Right. What's going over in Temple with that?
In Temple, it's 1.8 months of inventory, and in August of 21, it was 0.4.
Okay. So inventory days on the absorption rate, as economists would call it, has lengthened, but is that again, is that a total, the market is totally messed up and is in the dumper for sellers?
No, no.
Right. It's
Yes,
still a seller's market.
it is.
Yeah. So buyers need to be careful about being too aggressive.
Right, right. You have a little negotiation room, which is good. But yeah, the market's getting back to normal, which is good for the buyers and the sellers.
So something, didn't you tell me the other day, you went to make an offer on a house and it was a multiple offer situation?
There was one in Harker Heights, under 200,000 that had 14 offers in a couple of days. So
So,
got your house right, you still possibility to get multiple offers.
yeah, it's interesting you're saying what you just said. You use a magic phrase. If you price your
Price your
house
house.
right.
That's the key.
Yeah, and there's still cash offers. I took my buyer client to look at a property over now. It was in Robinson, Texas,
Mm,
in Robinson. And in fact, you sell and buy stuff. You
Waco area.
list in McGregor right now, don't you?
I do. I have a really cool listing in McGregor, 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. Just really convenient to Waco.
Yeah, so you have a lot of experience in a lot of different areas, a lot of markets, and I don't know where I was going with that, but I guess what I was talking about Robinson, and I just wanted to anchor that. Hey, Leah actually does the Waco area as well, um, and it had multiple offers. It had a cash offer with no option period. So
Wow.
yeah, so that stuff is still happening. Um, but there's houses to look at. So Leo, what do you think is going to happen in the next month?
In the next month.
Yeah,
I think we're going to continue kind of like we are right now. I think that buyers are going to have a little bit of negotiation room with their offers. And, I don't think that it's going to be crazy like it was during the COVID. I think those days are kind of dwindling down. But again, it's all in how you price your house.
right. And if somebody needed to sell their house or were thinking about buying a house, how would they get a hold of Leah Hodges?
They can call my cell phone, text me anytime, 254-709-4385.
Right. And so I want to put Leah out there in front of everybody. She's a great agent. Everybody likes her, and she's smiling like that because she knows I'm constant. That's my little dig with her. Everybody likes Leah because she is such a great, fabulous person to work with. She has a great personality and she knows what she's doing with real estate. So if you want more content and hear more from Leah, loved your little thing about how to make your house smell good. Can't wait to see that. You need to subscribe to this channel. I would hit that little bell thing so that when Leah and I have more content up, you'll get notifications. Of course, I'm Bill Vernon. I'm the team lead on the I-35 group that services the Bell, McLennan County, and the counties that touch it. And we're very capable of handling farm ranch as well as residential. And we'll occasionally do a commercial deal for you too, if you have a commercial property. You can reach out to me at 254-495-5661. Of course, both our names, Leah and Bill, at i35realty.com is our email. So just reach out to us. Hey, Leah, I can't wait to talk to you. We'll talk soon.
All right, everybody have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.